Hello, everyone. My name's Hannah Benedict.
And I am Jessi Sikander, and this week we are talking about navigating teens and big emotions in the holidays.
Yeah. So I imagine no matter what or who you've got in your home, that there's just some big emotions this year. So I know, Jessi, you and I, we both have teens at home. So what's it been like for you guys at your house?
It's been good and hard, and the kids have been innovative. I think that we have a lot of, just like everybody, we have a lot of expectations around Christmas and a lot of traditions, and this year looks very different than what we had planned, and a lot of things that we usually do, we don't get to do, and so there has been definite sadness in my kiddos and in me too, even like pulling out the Christmas decorations. So like wanted to sit down and cry of like, I can't believe this is what our Christmas looks like this year. This is so hard. So yeah, we've had that all the way to like, the traditions of decorating the Christmas tree and still being able to do those things. It's really fun. And usually we have lots of people over to like bake with us. And this year we didn't. And so that means my kids did more of the baking. And like it wasn't a bad thing. But we've just had to have lots of conversations around like expectations of what this looks like and what our time together is going to look like.
Something that you just said there made me think about the thing that we can view and helping our kids even, that sometimes when things are different than what we expected, we automatically label that as bad. Like this was good and this was bad. So since we didn't get to do the traditional good thing, now all of a sudden this is bad. Like they become opposites. And maybe it's just different. Maybe they're both good and it just is different. And so we talk about that a lot at my house of like, yeah, we did do that and this is just different. And so it's not bad, it's not good, it's just different. And we get to enjoy what's right here in front of us, and next year it will be different from this. you know
So much of that. That's such a good point. I don't do well with that. Like that's not who I am. That's not an easy thing. Like for me, I automatically will go to like different is bad. But just that so much of that tone comes down from us as parents. And being willing to say like, hey, it's not good or bad, it's different. And it is what it is, and we're gonna make a go at it, rather than me setting the tone of like, oh, sucks, I can't believe we're not doing this, and like really dwelling on that. Because even if it's really hard for me, I set the tone for my kids and for how they're going to respond to the situation.
Yeah. So it's making sure that we're like checking in with ourselves and being like, yeah, this is hard. This is sad. I'm missing that piece. But I can be sad and still be okay with what. So like it's that and word is super like important. I can be sad and still enjoy what is in front of me. It doesn't mean that, oh man, I'm doing disservice or whatever to the other thing. It's just different. I don't struggle with that as much, and that's just kind of my personality. I think that's important to recognize that we each like that comes really naturally to me, whether it's my personality or just training myself that way, whatever that is. But recognizing that we all are wired differently. So sometimes people are gonna be like, yeah, that's super easy for me. Doesn't mean that if it's not easy, it's still not helpful.
Yeah, and that it's a learned skill, and that as an adult, I'm still learning.
Totally. Yeah. It's definitely a learned skill.
Yeah, which is true when we look back at the whole year, right? Like school is different.
Yeah. There's good things and there's bad things about it. There's
right.
good and bad things about them being in person.
Yeah.
It just, it is what it is.
Yeah, giving space for that difference. I think that's it's a good reminder for me, and it's a good reminder for my kids. And it's okay, we have conversations like it's okay to be sad, and it's okay for them to see. Like I really like got out the Christmas decorations and like burst into tears. I'm like, this is I can't believe we're doing this. And then it was okay. Like it was okay, and then to get up, back up, and be like, okay, then let's decorate the tree, and we can still find joy in the midst of this.
just modeled like a really good thing for your kids of like, hey, this is really sad for me. I can sit for a moment in that sadness and experience it and feel it and then keep moving forward and be happy in what is now right in front of me. So I can recognize, be sad of it, and then I can keep moving forward. And you're modeling that for your kids so
Yeah.
that they'll pick up on that, especially our teens are going to
Yes. They see it, they feel it, they're really aware, and they have the words to express it, or their behavior really tells us
yeah
what's going on inside of them. So yeah, that's what we're doing in our house. How about yours?
Well, so again, I think personality plays into this. I realized that we are not a super big like event family. So our favorite things are being outside, and that hasn't been canceled for us. And so a lot of this feels very similar, but one of the things I think that we're all missing is I think what you said is that connection of bringing people into our home to share some of our traditions with them. So like we were talking the other day about, we always do gingerbread houses, and we had gone to the store to get the supplies to do that. And my kids were like, do you remember that year when we had all our friends come over and we did a big contest together and stuff? And it was like, yeah, and that would be so much fun to make like a whole, city. And they were dreaming up all of these things and recognizing that, like, yeah, that's sad. And I think we, talked through that, like, hey, that's a really good idea that we should hang on to, um, for as things change and stuff. I like that, creating a city together with people and stuff. So I think that's what we've been just talking a lot through, and just being open to the new things that we are getting to do. Um, yeah, yeah, like
Yeah.
you said, baking more together than we have. Um, we have if we've been out or like gone for a walk, we've like gone for walks more as a family. So we're like seeing more of the Christmas lights because like normally that wouldn't be happening. Normally it'd be going off every which direction. But man, we've walked a couple different routes in the evenings and just like, hey, what Christmas lights do you like the best? And oh, did you see what they did in that house? And having a lot more conversations that way, which have been a lot of fun.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Different things can be different and still good. And I think that it's an important life lesson for us, and it's an important life lesson for our kids, because isn't that is what life is. We have expectations and they don't always get met, and a lot of it is how we rise up to those expectations, and are willing to shift and be sad and joyful. They don't have to exclude each other. You can hold both at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah. Isn't that, I think it's the beautiful of the mess. Like,
Mm-hmm.
let be, and how do we hold the beautiful within that messy?
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Well, we hope you all have a wonderful holiday season. Enjoy the time with your family, with the people that are close, and connecting with those people that are far away. We, as always, would love for you to go to our website and check out actionparenting.org. We launched a new class, Big Emotions in the Family. My goodness, there's a lot of big emotions right now. So check that out. We're running a deal on that through the end of Christmas, and we will check in with you all after the holiday season has passed.
See you guys later.